What's up guys, this is MotoIB. If you want to know my year-long experience with this battery and my thoughts, stick around, I'll talk about it. So guys, I'll talk about the battery in a moment right now, but stay tuned to the end of the video. I got a package last week. I'll let you know what it is. If you guys want to see a video about it, let me know, but stay tuned. So let's get into the battery. So why did I get this battery? So when I was doing my research on batteries for my bike and what kind of type I want, overall, when I saw this battery, it got my attention because of the size, the multiple connections, the weight, and overall the safety on this battery. Because this is a battery tender lithium LiFePo4, so I'm just gonna call it LiPo. It's a newer type of battery, but it has a safety built into it, so I will talk about it later on. But overall, that's why I got this battery, because it had a lot of connections, the safety, the size, and overall the package. Now I'll let you guys know the pros and cons, and you can make your own decision about this battery, and you could go from there. So guys, so the number one concern about this was the safety. And when I was doing my research, it said a lot of batteries will blow up if we mishandle it overall. So I got when I was doing my research, I got what I put down on my notes. I'm gonna call this battery a LiPo, be easier. So the lithium LiPo is a iron phosphate based battery that has a better thermal and chemical stability that can provide a better safety than lithium ion. So that's perfect. The lithium LiPo phosphate cells are incombustible in the events of mishandling like charging or discharging. They are more stable under overheating or short-circuiting conditions, and it can withstand high temperatures without decomposing the phosphate-based cathode material within the battery. It won't burn that easily. So overall, that was the number one thing for me. Perfect. And with everything with the battery that it had, I got it. Overall, that was good for me. So you guys, when you want to do research, make sure what kind of battery you want to get. They go from there. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons for it, and my thoughts and my experience for the past year with this battery. So the pros for this battery is going to be lightweight, the size of the battery, the multiple connections that it has, so it's perfect for me. No maintenance, so that's when I was doing the research. It's a great battery for a track day, so you guys who wants to go to a track, the weight size of it is perfect for you guys. The LiPo or LiFePo4, it's a safe battery, so that was number one thing for me. So you can charge it with a battery tender. So I've been doing that for the winter when I was charging the bike storage. So I left it on there, and it kept it charged, so it's perfect. So the life expectancy of this battery is 5 to 7 years, so it'll last you a long time if you take care of it. This battery is a newer type battery. It will last if you take care of it. It'll be perfect. Now for the cons. So for me, if I didn't drive the bike for a day or two, it will be dead, so I couldn't turn it on. Overall, it has overall any type of lithium battery, ion, LiPo, it has if it's connected to the bike, if you're not charging it, it has a constant discharge. So if I didn't drive for a day, but the next day we're trying to turn it on, it wouldn't be turned on. So The other con is you will have to have it connected overnight. If you have a garage, perfect. But for me, when I'm living in a complex, it's harder to do that. I could do it, but it's harder if I can park closer to my complex. But if not, that's a con for me. So I couldn't do it all the time. So I drive the bike every day, commute to work and back. So I'm fine when I go to work. It's fine when I get off of work. It's good. But the 1 day or two I don't drive it, it's not work. It's discharged. So I have to charge it again. So like I said, because the battery it discharges energy. So if you have a lot of connections on the battery, like I do, I have hand warmers, LED lights, I have a GPS tracker. So that's gonna take energy and waste it. So by the time I want to turn it on, it's bad. So that's one of my cons. So overall, the other con would be you will have to have it connected if you're not gonna ride it. Like me, I ride it every day, so it'll be fine. But if you guys are like a weekend rider, you will have to have it connected if you have it in your bike, so to keep it topped off and you could be safe. But for me, it's hard to do, but I ride it every day, so I'm good. But that'll be a con or pro depending on your situation. So overall, the type of battery this battery is made for, so it's gonna be for the people going to track days because it's lightweight. It doesn't burn easily. So if it's gonna be a hot day, you're gonna be on the track a whole day, it'll be perfect. The lightweight overall will be fine. But for people that have multiple connections like I do, that'll be a con. So if you don't drive it a lot, the battery will be dead. The battery has a safety mechanism. If it goes down to like 8 volts, something like that, I forgot the research, it turns off. So but overall, if you don't have it charging, if you don't drive it a lot, it would be a con. But overall, so this battery is made for people who are gonna go track days. You want to reduce the weight. It has a lot of connections, so you could go from there. So the other thing for the con, one big con for this, if your battery is dead, you cannot jump start it. You literally cannot jump start it because this kind of type of battery, a lithium battery, try to jump start a regular like lead acid battery, this battery will overcharge the lead acid, and that's gonna mess up the battery and drain this battery. But if you do end up like jump starting it, you have a high probability of messing up the battery because it's not meant to have that current. The lead acid and the lithium is different kind of currents. So if you do that, you have a high probability that the battery's gonna swell up, blow up. So it's a safety concern. But for this one that I got it, I jump started it twice with a jump pack, and it's been fine. I tested it. I put my connections on it. It still read the same voltage and everything. So like I said, I jump started this battery. Overall, it depends on you guys how you want to do it, but it was still good. It did not blow up, it did not swell up. It still works. So but if I keep on doing that, it's gonna mess up the battery. So guys, so that's my thoughts, my experience for the past year with this battery. So do I recommend it? Yes and no. So I recommend it for people that are gonna go to the track days, who wants to reduce weight, people want multiple connections and the safety for it. I'll recommend that. But that if you're not gonna ride your bike multiple days like a daily driver, I don't recommend this battery to do that, because you're gonna need to keep it on a battery tender, keep it charged. If you don't, it will die, it won't turn on. Like I said, I jump started it twice, it didn't happen, nothing happened, it's not swollen or nothing. So like I said in my research, the material is hard to burn, it's hard to combust. Overall, it's a great battery. I'm still gonna keep it. Later on, if I'm gonna have more connections on the battery, I might change it to a regular lead acid, but right now It still has 13 volts. I think it was 13.7, so it's still good. Overall, the battery's great. So it depends on you guys and with my experience with it. You go from there. You can decide. So guys, I brought this indoors. It was starting to rain outside. It was getting dark, so I brought it in. So you can see my helmet's in the wall, my jacket in the back. So what I got in the mail is a Motion Pro throttle tube. When I ordered this, it said it was for a 2009 R6. But on the specs in the back of this, it says it will fit a R3 2015 2016. So I will do that, but the only thing I know that I had to do, so let me show you. The R3 has an open back throttle tube, but this has a closed back, so I have to cut this off. You can see there's a seam on there, so I could just use a X-Acto knife or something, cut it off really straight. That's pretty much it. So this will give me a lot more throttle response, better than the R3. The R3 has like a dome, not dome, like a little dome down here for like a gradual throttle. This will be an upgrade from the stock to the aftermarket. On that, that's what I got last week. So guys, if you want to know more about this throttle being installed, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want to support me, I got a Patreon page. You can support me there. I can make more content. But yeah, if you want to support me, go ahead, check me out on Patreon and go from there. Thank you guys. Peace out.